Hi, I'm Mike Hodgson, CEO of Serabi Gold, and I'm talking to you today from our Palito operation in Pará in the Tapajós in Brazil. It's the 28th of January, and I'm standing in front of our ore sorter. This is a piece of equipment we have been talking about for probably about 12 months, and we've reached the much anticipated moment where we've switched it on. We've had the manufacturers here helping us calibrate it and commission it the last 2 or 3 weeks, and you might be able just to be here. It's running right behind me, and we're getting some really great results. It's really terrific to see.
Let's just recap why we've invested in this ore sorter. At Palito, we are in the unusual position of actually being 100% plant constrained. And whilst it would be easy to simply chase scale, expand the plant with capex and increase process capacity, we have decided to chase quality instead. We are mining very high grade ore bodies, typically 0.5 meter wide over mining widths of 1 meter. Unavoidably, significant volumes of waste rock are therefore entering the ore stream. This waste rock is consuming valuable, critical plant capacity, which could, in turn, be used for processing ore instead, and therefore getting more ounces through our process plant. This is what the ore sorter is going to unlock. So here we see the crushed ore entering into the top of the ore sorter. This is the hopper where the crushed ore enters, and you see they're climbing up the main feed conveyor. And at the top of that tower there we have a washing plant. This material is typically 15 to 35 millimeters in size. We wash it to get rid of the dust and the fines which would obscure the view of the material entering into the ore sorter. Simply being washed with water. And just taking a closer look there, you can see that predominantly the colour of that material is pink. That's your waste rock, the granite, and the black parts are typically the ore. This material then enters into the ore sorter and goes onto a belt which is now travelling at 5 meters per second. So there we are, high speed. It's going underneath the scanner, and the ore sorter is logging every rock, its position and its content, and that's how it sees it. There's the computer image. The blue images are the waste rock, and the ones with some colour in, warm colours, typically yellows, they're the piece of rock with some ore in, and there's one there. So it gets mapped as X, Y and Z, and as it falls over the edge of the belt, those little pieces with the ore in get blasted off. There's a series of compressed air guns there which actually fire off the ore pieces, and you can see them shooting up into the air, reporting to a different bin, as opposed to the waste rock which is just simply cascading over the end. And they're going to fall into a bin at the end, and then they go up to 2 separate conveyors. And there's the product conveyor, the ore conveyor, and you can see already there's a lot more black in there and a lot less red, and there's a nice handful of some high-grade sulfides there. And the waste rock belt, pink, granite, waste rock. So we've really separated quite a lot of the ore from the waste. So we can see now the ore pile, a small pile, but that is now gone from 0.5 gram per ton to 5 grams per ton. Small, but we've really got some high grade out of that. And there's the waste pile, obviously a much bigger pile, and that ore that used to be inside that pile is now in the pile in the distance, that much smaller pile. So we've really separated the ore from the waste, and this is what this ore sorter will do. It scavenges, and it actually gets something out of nothing, and it actually diminishes all that low-grade material going into the process plant, eating up all that critical capacity that we've got, which we can now use to actually add in more high-grade ore and get more ounces through our process plant without actually having to increase more capacity and more plant capex.